late at night, past intro hour, and I've got some updates to make. Now, I think I have a final team that I've determined. That final team is going to be to take on the Elite Four. Venusaur, Pidgeot, Snorlax, Lapras for pretty extreme coverage, since Lapras can do a hell of a lot. Shoot, where did I put my list? Lapras, Venusaur, Pidgeot, Snorlax, Lapras, Haunter, Dugtrio. So Ghastly is in the daycare and is going to level on their own. So we're leveling Venusaur, and then our party is kind of mostly assembled right now. Right? We literally have almost all of that party here, with the exception of swapping Ash the Raichu for a Lapras, and the Gyarados, unfortunately, I don't think is going to make it to the final team for the Haunter. So for now, we need to level Venusaur on our way, and it looks like the guide does not want me to go fight Sabrina first. It wants me to go fight Koga first, and I think I'm actually fine with that, because grass is going to be strong there, and my understanding is that a lot of the trainers in Koga's gym have that self-destruct, and so if I frontline a person who's immune to a normal type self-destruct, like let's say Haunter, that would be good. That would be good. Right? That makes sense to me. To just not get wrecked, right? So we are going to also think about a build for Snorlax. That will be good. So we want Shadow Ball on Snorlax for sure. That's just the thing. We want Shadow Ball on Snorlax. That means we need to save up a bunch of money. And we also want Snorlax to be holding leftovers. Now, to get the leftovers, we need to have had 30 Pokemon in the Pokedex that we've successfully unlocked. I don't know that we're there yet, but we can go check. No, we have owned 23, so we shouldn't even bother. Don't even bother. And then we go to, maybe it's just the one that we just went through, the second floor of the Route 12 checkpoint station, and the Professor Oak guy is there, and he'll give us the thing, and then we go back to where we got the Snorlax. So yeah, we're gonna cut, and then we're gonna continue this walkthrough the way the walkthrough intended. So this is Camper Justin with a Nidoran and Nidorino, right? That's who we're up against? Great. I'm searching for a Moonstone. Hey, you found one? Savannah was bullying me about... I told her that a Pokemon of note was injured, and she started bullying me, and she doesn't know that it was Zubat. She thought it was Ivysaur. Actually, she called it Baby Bulbasaur. But this Bulbasaur ain't no baby, are you, Ivysaur? Kill. Kill Ivysaur. Oops, that was a bad call. It was a bad call all around. That's fine, we'll just Leech Seed. And then we'll probably switch off since it's clear this is not going to be a good plan. Maybe we'll get your nasty boy Arthur in here to just kind of sleep on the enemy. So I was thinking we might get that Brick Break. I think we gotta go find a trainer to train us in that. And then we could use Body whatever. Super effective. Eat this headbutt, bro. Nice. Well, that's unfortunate, but I have plenty of HP to absorb that with. And we have Fly. And if I'm already poisoned, I got nothing to worry about getting poisoned again, so... Okay. Eat my bulk, bro. Maybe we'll rest here real quick. That doesn't seem so good. Slept and became healthy. Perfect. Yeah. And then yawn. Will yawn wake us up? Okay. That's 2 critical hits in a row. Fast asleep. Yawn. Yawn. Wake up. Okay, getting wrecked. Okay, headbutt, I guess. There we go. So, was there a guy who trained you at Brick Break? I'm thinking about it. Delicious iron. I had to eat iron supplements recently for my blood draw. I donated blood, actually. That's what you call it. Blood draw is where they test you for the diabetes. Pokemon FireRed Brick Break. Oh, it is a TM. I thought there was a guy who trained you in Brick Break. I thought there was just like a guy in the world who just goes, I'm the Brick Break trainer. But maybe not. Not a move tutor. Alright, it's TM31. I probably have it then, because I remember talking about it earlier. TM case, open, TM31 Brick Break. Okay, so we probably don't want to use it on sleep. We don't want to use it on rest. Probably not on yawn, but I'd say snore. Tactic can only be used while asleep. Shoot. Got my phone with me? I know I had the phone stuff. No, I left my phone on the charger. Alright. Came in here with all this energy, piss and vinegar, ready to... Brick Break, Earthquake or Yawn, Body Slam or Return. We need Body Slam, Shadow Ball. No rest in that. It's crazy to not use rest on a Snorlax, right? Like, that's the Snorlax thing. It's literally like Snorlax. Rest or Yawn. Rest for healing or Yawn for... Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of Yawn. Body Slam, Brick Break, Shadow Ball. Now that sounds like a good combo. Shadow Ball, Brick Break, Body Slam, Rest. We're getting rid of Yawn. We'll continue to use Snore while asleep. And that's what we should have been using instead of Yawn. So Rock Steel can be countered now with ya boy, and that means we don't need Gyarados as much anymore. You never know what you could catch. Oh shoot, I don't know what this guy has. Oh, it's 2 Magikarps. Okay, that's gonna be easy. No problem, no problem. I'm not worried, because an Ivysaur can absolutely beat 2 Magikarps. I guess maybe it's level 24, so it might have like Tackle and stuff. Still should be easy mode. I'm not going anywhere. It's time to level Ivysaur. Alright. I'm starting to feel tireder than I felt before I got started. We might end this one early and move into making this another 2-parter that we staple together. Is this still on Route 12 or only on 13 yet? It's 12 all the way down. This is still 12, but there is a hidden item there. Great. And now this is 13. Okay, so Picnicker Alma. We got the Goldeen. We got the Goldeen. All right, possible Pokemon on Route 13 according to this calculator here. Route 13 encounters Ditto, Gloom, Gyarados, Horsey, Krabby, Magikarp, Oddish, Pidgeotto, Pidgey, Psyduck, Tentacool, Venonat. Well, I'm guessing the Krabby, Psyduck, Tentacool are gonna be from fishing encounters. So, Tentacool is on Surf. Fishing is Magikarp, not Krabby, apparently. Horsey, Krabby. Oh no, Krabby is on FR. Oh, you need a good rod. Okay, Super Rod is Horsey, Gyarados, Psyduck. I have a 1% chance of hitting a Psyduck? No thanks, bro. That's not worth it at all. Oddish, Venonat, Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Gloom, Weepinbell. Okay, nope, not Weepinbell, Ditto, 5%. Okay, so my options there that I'd really like to hit, probably Gloom, but I already have an Oddish, or Venonat, which isn't, like, horrible, and Ditto. And now Ditto would be interesting. It's pretty terrible, mostly, but also Dittos are cool. I think it's very strange that the now canonical Ditto appears to be the Ditto that Duplica used in the anime. It made a weird face, and that's now just like the face everyone assumes Dittos makes. That's not in any of the games as far as I know. It's literally from one episode of the anime. Not that that was a bad episode. The Duplica episode was great. Rain dancing on me, well that's bad. Doesn't this double the speed of water move users or something, or double the power of water move users? That would be bad if I wasn't killing them. Oh, nope, stick in there. Get to level 30, buddy. It's like rain on a wedding day. So I don't want to do water. I'm sorry, yeah, I don't want to fish. I want to try to pick up Venonat or Ditto in the grass. And if I had duplicate claws, that would be an easy pickup. But I don't, because I'm stubborn and I didn't understand why people did it. And now that I do understand, I still don't fully agree with them. Okay, next up, we're looking at Birdkeeper Sebastian with a Pidgey and a Pidgeotto. That's going to call for Electric type rather than Grass. I'm pretty sure they're going to bully a Grass user. My bird Pokemon want to battle with you. Then we've got Pidgey, Meowth, Rattata, Pikachu, Meowth. Well, that's a bunch of normal types and normal moves, and also a Pikachu. That Pidgey is the problem. With that Pidgey, we can't open with Ivysaur, but once it's dead, we'll swap in Ivysaur. Great, Pidgeotto, cool. Look at the crest of that bird. The fierce look of its eyes. I tell it has intelligence and warrior spirit. The warrior spirit deep in its heart. On this episode of King Arthur Pendragon. This is Picnicker Susie, who has a Pidgey that we're gonna destroy. Absolutely destroy him. Ash. Okay, well, quick attack got in there, I guess. Do you think you're faster than a Raichu? I guess the answer is yes. Now, some people like this manhwa / anime called Solo leveling, but I like Ivysaur leveling. It has a better plot line. Hard to beat those animations though. Solo leveling. So I haven't seen the anime, but I did read the manhwa from the beginning. The plot is straight garbage trash. Let's be very clear. Don't pretend it's anything special. I don't know anyone that ever has thought it. It is 100% about aura farming all the time, and it does it well. Pretty much every plot thread ever and every relationship this guy's ever had is dropped. But I guess it's in the name because it's called solo leveling, not guy who's well adjusted who hangs out with other people leveling. Yeah, he just becomes more buff and more edgy and more dark and never is with anybody. Ever. It's truly like Sigma male, Korean Sigma male, the manhwa. I'm a shadow mage, but also I have a knife. So I guess I'm an assassin as well. Because that's edgy and shadowy. Goodbye, picnicker Susie. I need to beat you up for your lunch money so I can afford Shadow Ball. Oh yeah, so Shadow Ball will cost like $90,000 in coins from the game corner, so we're gonna have to make that happen. All right, that's definitely a doubles battle. Hold on. I don't see a doubles battle on this list. That worries me. Is it not a doubles battle? It's just 2-1 people? I'll play with you, sweetie. All right, so it's One-san Lola here. All right, she's Rattata Pikachu Rattata, so we're just running it with Ivysaur. Ivysaur, run it back on her. Okay. It's actually not really a lot of experience. I feel like I was getting a lot more in the tower. In that Pokemon tower. Your stupid face, Pikachu. Your smiling face. Apparently there's a special Pikachu that has a thing on its tail and like a different smile that you can get in some of the later games by like doing a special 1% chance of spawning event in the middle of nowhere. I got recommended a YouTube short about it. Maybe because I'm always yapping about Pikachu. Okay, so this is Sheila. She's got a Clefairy and a Meowth. We might pack it in after this to head back to the Pokemon Center to heal. We're getting kind of low on Razor Leafs, and we're getting kind of low on health. We're dangerously low. Oh, crazy stuff can happen with Metronome, right? My special attack rose, but I'm confused. Razor Leaf. Okay. Critical hit, nice. That's what you like to see. We might switch Buddy out, just because that confuse. I don't want to be messing around with it. Arthur, come onto the field. Show him your bulk. Use rest, and then we'll follow up with Snore. See if we can make that combo work. And then once we're awake, we'll use Brick Break. There we go. Wow, huge damage actually. Faint attack. Okay. Still asleep. Alright, we're just gonna spam Snore then. Did a lot of damage, surprisingly. I can't use snore because I'm awake now. Amazing. Brick break, finally. There we go. So I'm gonna have to work on the timing on that because it's pretty clear. The snoring and the yawning and all that stuff not working out together. What's the sign say? North to Silence Bridge. All right. Bird, fly me. Fly me to the moon. Let me sing among the stars. Is there a Nuzlocke world where you're allowed to catch extra Pokemon just to get the 30 Pokemon, to get the item finder, to get the leftovers and all the other hidden items? Is that crazy? Or is that not allowed? I think it's probably not allowed, but... Also, I just want to complete the Pokedex, just like naturally. It's annoying to me not to be catching every Pokemon type. Maybe Nuzlocke's not for me. Oh, snap. Maybe I can go get the Mew that's behind the truck now. Got him. You didn't seriously think you could contend with the will of Saruman. There are none who can. Now, is it here that the guy's at? Yeah, okay. This is Professor Oak's guy. Yeah, your Pokedex is 30 species. Yes, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. 23, yes, I knew that. I knew that, but I wanted it anyway. I desperately want it. Alright. Humana, 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 humana. Can't believe she got in my way. So mean. Who is this? Picnicker Valerie. She's got Poliwag and Poliwag. Well, need an Ivysaur. It's definitely gonna be a thing. Alright, girly. You want to put me, the status machine, to sleep? I mean, it's a good strat. Do it. Finish him, Ivysaur. You, like your father, are now mine. A Jedi weapon, just like your father. Who are you? Picnicker Gwen, maybe? Pidgey Meow, Pidgey Pidgeotto. Oh, I shouldn't be frontlining with a Pidgey out. We can solve this, though. We can solve this in a gentlemanly way. Sleep. Nope. Okay, we're gonna sleep again. Oh, yikes. Wow. Well, you chose to make this happen. I wasn't gonna do it, but you forced my hand. Meow, huh? You know what faces a meow? An Ivysaur. Look what you made me do. Ugh, I had to cut my own sandwich bread today. That wasn't interesting. Couldn't find my bread cutting knife, serrated edge. So I'd use a much smaller one. My bread cutting knife is like a 1.5 foot long. I know the Germans out here are gonna show up and they all have their little custom bread cutting stations. And it's very nice, but I don't have room for that, and also I don't have one. I mean, my bread cutting serrated edge knife is like a short sword. but I had to use a smaller one that's about 2 finger lengths long. Well, more like 2 thumb lengths long, maybe like a finger and a half long. And it's just harder to keep control of the bread. I kept wanting to put my thumb in the way of the blade to keep everything under control, but fortunately, I'm a Boy Scout, so I was specifically trained to ignore doing dumb stuff with the blade and instead do it the right way, where you don't get your hand anywhere near it, and cut it on a flat level surface. And I got through it eventually. It took some sawing motion. It's always the worst is just getting through the initial grain of the bread. Once you're like in there, it goes pretty smoothly. I just made, you know, it was like artisanal sandwich bread from Lidl. Press select to switch items. Yep. All right, our catch is our 3rd Pidgey. Let's lock this in. We are on Route 13. We are looking at a Pidgey. Sleep. Leech Seed. Yeah, got him. Great ball. Nailed it. This Pidgey is going to be called Triple. Badish is captured. Yes. Triple. Let's make a whole team of Pidgeys just to run on Erica. Okay, that's it for around here. Oh, whoop, I went the wrong direction. We're gonna try to run. I don't want to fight these guys. He's got advantage over me. He's got type advantage. Who is this guy? He looks like a bird trainer for sure. So let's be smart, switch out the Ash. He looks like the guy who was a bird trainer earlier, and he is in fact a bird trainer. And his name is Perry, which means he's got Spearow, Pidgey, Spearow, Spearow, all at level 25. Wow. That's a lot of mons. Let's kill. Run a man, run a man, run a man. Guys, I hope, well, I gossip, I talk a little smack, right? I'm hoping to never upset someone so badly they not only initiate generational beef against me, but they also get an entire city to star in a music video about how you're a bad person, and you lose a court case about defamation against them. That would be humiliating. And not only do they know how bad I am, they recite the litany of crimes committed by my entire crew while in the process of destroying me in a rhyme scheme that is unmatched, with mustard on the beat. This is not a reference to anyone for legal reasons. Got him. Got him. Alright, that biker's probably gonna have poison yeah, it's triple coughings. So we're gonna swap back to your Ivy boy. Ivysaur. Destroy that biker on the back. Ivysaur, get him. Get him, Ivysaur. Get that biker. What are you looking at? Ivysaur, Razor Leaf. Oh, that was a mistake. I might be using the wrong Pokemon for this. What's strong against poison? Clearly it's not grass. Ground? Oh. Shovel. Defeat these guys. Shovel. Use Dig to absolutely wipe all of them out. NP, no problems. Nope. Hate that crit. Don't like that. Wait, can I not hit him? Shoot. Cut, I guess. Not the strongest. Scratch. Also not very strong. Fury Swipes. Fury Swipes again. Yeah, that's bad. We're swapping. If I get hit with Pursuit here, I'm gonna be so mad. A lot of people were on that jump in there. Let's go. Let's go. All right. One more blast and we're done. We'll probably call it a night here. We're gonna fly back to the Pokemon Center, repair these hurt Pokemons. That's a bird trainer down there, so we're gonna set up Ash so I don't forget. So next time we'll walk right into it with no problems. Absolutely zero issue. Yeah. Ooh. Save. Great. See you guys tomorrow for the second half of part 11, episode 11. All right, it's a new day. We're back. This is probably getting stapled onto Nuzlocke episode 10, part 1. I took 3 steps to the south and then realized I should stop moving and start recording. And then I started recording, and because I had restarted my computer, OBS forgot which microphone was the right microphone, and that turned into a whole thing. And then I forgot to turn on the little icon of me in the bottom right hand corner, you know, mini AP. But now here we are. Now, if my records are correct in my brain, which they aren't always, we're making our way west down 12 towards 13, 14, and we swapped Raichu into the first spot because the last trainer on the route is a electric type. I'm sorry, is a bird catcher type who only has flying Pokemons. So let's get in there and do that thing, man. My voice is kind of hoarse. Hold on, let me get some water. Probably should have done that before we started. Precisely. Exactly. I know what you're thinking, and you're correct. Oh, he's gonna get in my way? Okay, yes, he moved out of the way. Good. Alright, Robert the Bird Keeper, it's time to take down your Pidgey with Ash the Raichu. So, we might fight our way towards Koga's gym in order to level up Ivysaur into Venusaur. And then before attempting the gym, we'll go pick up Ghastly, get him into Haunter, maybe figure out if we can push him into what do you call that bad boy? Gengar. I know people love that Pokemon, but I barely remember it half the time. And then we'll think about maybe going and doing the Silphco section. I don't know how strong the Silphco section of the game is, but that's where you get Lapras. And this tracker that I'm using, the more I use it, the less impressed I am with it, because it doesn't have 4 sections for the Safari Zone, and that's strange because there are 4 areas in the Safari Zone. It just gives you 1 Safari Zone, and I don't like that. And also, it doesn't seem to list Lapras as a possible Pokemon in Saffron City. It only lists Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. Strange choice. Obviously, I'm going to get the Lapras. We need that Lapras. The Lapras is crucial to my upcoming strategy. Now, if my understanding of my current team is correct, this is actually a pretty strong team. Lapras will be subbing in for Dragon the Gyarados. And Gyarados could get it done, but Lapras gets a couple of extra little kicks in there that just make it... It's also a little bit tankier, and it is a special attack monster, which, let's be clear, Gyarados is not. That's Route 14, right? Okay, so this is a totally new area. Let me pull up this here route tracker here. Looks like we got a lot more Pidgeys, Doodles, Pidgeotos, Farfetch'd. A lot of freaking birds coming up here. Only had some other way of getting lightning moves on someone other than Raichu. I mean, look, no beef to Raichu. Solid Mon all around, but I really want to be leveling one of these guys. And unfortunately, a lot of them are kind of weak to those specific moves. Maybe we try Snorlax? Or is there an electric PM that we have that we don't need later that we could teach Gyarados? That would be... I feel like I'm asking way too much. Shockwave. Power 60 can't be evaded. Dragon can't learn. Oh. But your boy Snorlax can. We'll think about that one. Hold on a second. We'll be back. Nothing else, huh? Secret power. Oh, does anyone have an electric type secret power? Poison. Raichu's secret power type is also electric. Unbelievable. You're an embarrassment. Sassy Snorlax. No. Alright, but what moves does this bad boy have that we might replace with Shockwave? So it has to be something we don't need at the moment and won't need in the future. Headbutt? We don't technically need it now. So we have rest and brick break. These are needed. What was the rest of the combo that I was gonna do? Boy, howdy. Dropping the ball again. Shadow Ball for sure on Snorlax, right? Yeah, so Shadow Ball probably taking the place of Snore, maybe? Do I have my phone nearby this time? Am I smart enough to have remembered my phone? Well, I have mixed news. I am smart enough to have remembered my phone, but I may have closed the article on the Snorlax setup that I wanted. Incredible. Let's see if I can get it again from my history. Pokemon FireRed. It's all about Lapras. That's what's in my FireRed Nuzlocke, Snorlax moves. Moveset. There we go. What's the best? Okay, Shadow Ball, Brick Bake, Body Slam instead of Headbutt, and then Rest. Okay, so Snore's gonna go away eventually, and so will Headbutt. So I'm actually gonna replace Headbutt. That'll still allow us to rest Snore cycle. And still have a normal type attack move, so we can get stabbed. So Snorlax, I need Shadow Ball and Body Slam. Got it. Locked in. We're good. We got it figured out. Let's see if we can teach these bird trainers a thing or two about being a large, heavy object that sleeps a lot. Oof. I wish I could sleep a lot. Instead of just like slightly less than normal amounts. Hit him with that shockwave. You know, that did hurt a lot, but I just have a lot of hit points as Snorlax, so... Arthur, destroy them with your electrical powers. Oh, you know, now that I think about it, that makes sense because I'm an electrical engineer and this Pokemon is named after me. I wish I'd thought about it before, so I could have made a reference or something. Damn. Oh, and last night I made a Powerline reference as well. From the Goofy movie, the Michael Jackson character, Powerline, and his song Eye to Eye, and I don't think anyone got it, and that's fine. I'm not sad. There are these cosplayers who do every year, it's like 3 guys. They independently all do Powerline shorts where they do the Eye to Eye dance, and then they get together sometimes to do it together. And they each do a different part of it. It's freaking incredible, dude. This movie's been out for like 30 years and people are still absolutely cooking. They weren't even born when this movie came out, from what I can tell. These young lads, absolute mad lads. There are also some videos of like, you know, with dance classes, they watch themselves in the mirror dancing so that they can figure out how to do their dancing. And then the teacher will record them. I saw one of those recordings while they were doing the in the mirror dance, and this one little kid absolutely freaking killed it. Like, several people were kind of clumsy. One girl like absolutely was nailing it 100%, and then one kid was going extra. And let's be clear, extra is the way you have to go when you're doing a Michael Jackson dance, and also when you're doing Goofy movie. Just Goofy's extra, Powerline is extra, Michael Jackson is, and this should not surprise anybody, extra. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get this bird. I can see why people consider this Snorlax super overpowered tank, man. He is absolutely brick walling everybody here. You could say I've got myself an ocean to destroy these birds. Destroying a bird like a Costco chicken. Gotta love those Costco chickens, man. Alright, we need to hit this boy up with a super pot after the battle. Oh, wait, I could just use rest next time I'm in battle, right? Yeah, I could just go to sleep, fully recover. Let's see if we can make that happen. Ooh, that was painful. See, Firo looks big and he looks intimidating, but I don't think he looks as cool as Pidgeot. Yep. I gotta tell you, we did the intro hour last night, and I feel like I'm begging people to talk to me. Every intro hour lately, I feel like I'm begging anyone nearby to just talk to me. And I'll throw topics out, I'll talk for a while, and I'll get nothing from anybody. It's like I'm slamming my head against a wall. I might be done. This might be the official announcement. We're snoring. Hit him with that snore, Arthur. As a CPAP user, I'm a certified snorer. Oh, wow. That's big damage. Nice. Destroy them, Arthur. Is Snorlax a kind of bear? As you know, I have a strong affinities with bear. In the ancient English language, Arthur means bear. Bears are strongly associated with King Arthur, who is sometimes known as the Bear of Wales, or the Black Bear, the Strength of a Bear, Blood of Dragons, all the classics. Oh, that's gonna break my snore chain, but that's fine. I'm awake and I have full health, so it's time to electric. I don't know. I just want to have conversations with people for the intro hour, and it feels like I have a bunch of people who are there to listen to me, and that's flattering, but it's not what I want. I guess I do want people to listen to me. I'm a streamer. You're listening to me right now. Despite what should be your better judgment, you're here watching this particular series. But I think when I'm doing a talk show, I want people to talk back to me. I don't just want to... I'm having a one-sided conversation right now, assuming I can predict what you're thinking or saying, audience. And maybe that's the real problem with the intro hour this week, was that I've done so much, and some of them lately, I've done so much solo commentary, talking about my life and stuff. Like, I'm not big on repeating myself. I don't like to do that. I don't like to tell the same story multiple times, especially if the same people are nearby. And I know that repetition is important for some people to like learn and recap and that sort of deal. But like, I watch streamers sometimes that'll say the same thing 3 or 4 times and call it reinforced learning, and I'm just like, I didn't need this. It's not for me. It's not for me. It can be for some people, but it's not for me. And look, you know, they got that, you gotta say the name of the thing you're advertising 7 times so people will remember it or whatever, but I don't know. Do I want to do that? I don't think so. Maybe that's because I'm a bad sales, bad advertising, bad merch guy, and a bad streamer, but I don't know. Where am I going with this? So anyway, I'm talking to myself for hours on end, and I'm talking to myself right now. Although theoretically I'm talking to you, we're not really having a conversation, except insofar as I can predict who Dr. Jim Harris or Savannah or Lawson or who else has been watching? Pondo the Mad, Cotton maybe, question mark, not clear if she's actually watching these series. Or, you know, if the youth are here, I can't predict you at all. You guys are way too smart. You're 6'7". You're 6'7" for sure. And I just have to take whatever I'm gonna say when I'm talking to the youth, and I gotta yeet it. Budweiser. Might be worth heading back to heal again. Just because I'm running low on the PPs. I don't like having to go so far. But you know, we're focused leveling. The Snorlax. Also, getting the Snorlax EVs, never a bad plan. If we plan to use it long term and we want to ensure it doesn't die. And I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure the daycare is tied to how far you move, right? Like it's every 100 steps gets the Pokemon a level, so doing more driving around means that that Ghastly would level more and faster. Well, I guess it'll level more, it won't level faster. That sounds right. Anyway, listen, I wouldn't say I'm a loner. That might be true, but I wouldn't say it. I'm kind of a solo guy, you know, but when I want to have a conversation with people, I actually do want to hear what they're saying and respond to it, you know? And that's not for everybody. Some people want to have a conversation and just say what they want to say. And then, you know, for them, all the better. But I'm looking to find out new stuff, I guess. Because I'm increasingly less tuned into the news lately. And I'm also interested in what my friends and viewers are into, you know? I always feel like I have no idea what you people want. What do you people want? You have to tell me, because I don't know. I've never known. It takes a long time for me to sort through analytic data and draw conclusions along those lines. When James was running whatchamacallit, when we were doing the seasonal surveys, got some really good data. Oh man, I gotta start working on that soon because the channel anniversary is on July 26th. That's like 13 or 14 years. I don't really remember. Some amount. After you get to 10, kind of stop counting as much. You know what I mean? Like, just doesn't seem as impressive anymore. I'm just old. Punk energy. Sag. Oh, you know what? What if I see if my mom wants to go to lunch later? Hold on. Hold on. What's her phone number again? My God. I can't remember my mom's phone number. Look, I woke up and I got to this, alright? I got my nose to the grindstone. It's not going so well. Pithari for lunch after. Okay. She's probably gonna say no. I keep asking her to go to this restaurant, Pithari, because it's really good. But she just wants to eat bagels and stuff. She's truly entered her old person arc of doing whatever she wants. And that's fine. I'm there for it. I want her to be in her bagel arc. Snorlax is pretty slow, huh? I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's in the name. And it would make sense that a bear is slower than a giant bird. Alright, these kids look like they might be a paired battle. Oh, I haven't been keeping track of these at all. Alright, this is twins Kiri and John. They've got a Charmander and a Squirtle. Okay, so assuming they're a double battle, which isn't clear to me whether they are or not, my top deck is Snorlax and Ivysaur. I think that's good. Ivysaur takes Squirtle. Are you double battling? Kiri and Jan? Are you doing this? Oh, does fighting and fire have any sort of weird matchup? This might have been a mistake. I really should have triple checked this. Okay, no, but it does have against normal. All right, so you're gonna Brick Break Charizard. But let's focus up. Let's take out Squirtle first. And Sleep Powder. Let's just go for the kill. Oh, does Razor Leaf hit both of them? Nice. No, it didn't hit both of them. I'm throwing at the wrong person. Okay, so much for that focus up. That's all I'm saying. Brick Break again. Razor Leaf. They're both flashing. I don't get to pick a target. What is happening? There we go. What sort of weirdness was that? Great. Ember, hugely bad. Okay, we missed. That's also bad. Brick Break again. Going for Sleep Powder. We can knock him out before his move lands. Yeah, okay. Great. Yeah. I was a little worried I'd get fire burned on Buddy, but I guess he's also kind of tanky, so. Okay, let's get back to paying attention to what we're doing rather than just killing a bunch of bird Pokemon in a row. We've got a bunch of Coughings and Mucks. Are these Coughings high enough that they're gonna start having self-destruct and shit? That would be bad. We also have a chance to pick up Bloom, Pidgeotto, Pidgey, Ditto, Venonat, Oddish in the weeds around here. Let's keep an eye out for that. Going up, maybe? Over? Okay, that's area 15, and we don't want to go there yet. Let's focus up on 14. Oh, I haven't been using the map, and you know what? There's like hidden items somewhere over here. There it is. A pineapple berry. Okay, you gotta go up this way, face all the bikers, and then there's another item in the grass. So if they do have a self-destruct, the guy with the biggest defense and most hit points is probably the choice for it. Poison. Ground Psychic and not fighting poison grass. Okay, so not Brick Break. Let's just go with Shockwave then. See if we can just throw out neutral typing like a Giga Genius. Alright, Giga Genius engaged. As expected of me. A Giga Genius. Hold on, a giant pop-up just popped up. About... Oh, it's because the Pokemon... Yesterday's Pokemon video is done in the video editor. That makes sense. Get it locked in there. Body Slam. That's what I want, right? I want Body Slam. Yes, I need Body Slam, but what's it going to overwrite? Ooh. Snore? We get rid of Snore now, and then we have Brick Break, or sorry, Shockwave gets replaced by... Well, we're past the bird catchers. Does the next area have bird catchers? If no, we're gonna let it die. We're gonna let that... Berries. There are some bird catchers, but I don't think we're gonna need... There's only like 2 of them. Alright, so now we're doing Body Slam. We won't be super effective, but we'll be in the mix. It was useful while it lasted. It was necessary. Let's see how Body Slam does here. It does alright? Yeah, I figured that. That's okay. This is also going to be half damage, isn't it? Okay, we just got to chip away at him past the disable. Let's rumble. Alright, we're gonna take a rest real quick. Well, maybe we'll open with Body Slam. Nice. Buffet. Buffet. Well, now I can't rest because I won't be able to go to sleep. Does rest override that? Alright, let's give it a shot. Nice, nice. That's solid. That's a solid pick right there. That's what you're looking for. Oh yeah, evade this. Oops. Okay, mistakes were made. Oh wait, I should just be using Snore. I don't know why I'm bothering with this. I should just use Snore. It won't wake me up, but it'll allow me to deal damage, right? Amazing. Incredible. What luck. Well timed for comedy, honestly. Good time to have that evade. Alright. Face this guy. So theoretically, this part of the Kanto region, I mean all the Kanto region, is based on Japan, which makes me wonder if there really are biker gangs that hang out south of Tokyo. And they drift. Fast and Furious. Drift. Got him. Ah, flinching. Imagine being slower than a sleeping Snorlax. Absolutely brutal. Ah, he got me. Man, the PlayStation Network status really sucks. Isn't it crazy how people are like, there's a console war between Xbox and Sony, and then Xbox is out, so Sony wins, and Nintendo is just over here making $1 bazillion every single day on Pokemon, and like no one ever considers them a serious contender. I guess because they're not making a Halo-like game or a Call of Duty-like game every week, and yet they're still making absolute nonsense amounts of money. Why aren't they considered in the console war? Why is it always framed as those two? Whenever there's a problem in the back of the classroom, I know it's those two. Savannah just messaged me on Discord to say she's at Costco and people don't know how to walk there. Isn't that a typical Costco experience? I was actually just talking about people not knowing how to walk at on the cruise ship that I was on. Some guy wanted to take up half the area of the walkway of the ship, and then just tried to shoulder check me and got obliterated. It was for him. For me, it was Tuesday, but for him, it was like walking into an actual wall. And the things that happen when you walk into an actual wall happen to him, which are that you hit a wall and you bounce back. It's a cool story for the folks at home. Don't try to shoulder check people, especially if they can see you coming from a mile away and they know what you're gonna do and they're prepared for it. It's like people who try to use handshakes to pull people off their balance to make them look foolish. But if you're ready for it, when they make that pull, they themselves end up getting pulled, and then they look foolish. Because they're pulling themselves toward you then, and then they're just off balance. Some people are just like born bullies, and they want to intimidate people and make them off-center. And look, I get that, right? I'm a Junkrat player in Overwatch. I'm 100% about maximum chaos all the time. You literally are watching me play Pokemon and just randomly walking in random directions and getting into fights. I know the value of intimidation and chaos and randomness and sudden explosions. It really does work in your favor if you can cause your opponents or your negotiating partners or just do something to put people off their balance or in some way knock them out of whatever prepared loop of thinking that they're in. You break up their OODA loops. Hit that Snorlax with a potion. And then another potion. It's fine, we've got some money from all the people we beat up. Alright, we're going in for the catch. Here's the catch. The catch is happening. That's oddish. Alright. Let's get this tracker. Where are we? Route 14? Route 14. A pleasant coastal road. Oddish. Alright. We're not gonna put a nickname in yet because we don't know. We don't know. So I'm gonna rest and then snore so I don't kill him. Is this my weakest move? We don't know about sleeping. Nor hit him with it. Bag. Great ball. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. What's that Tricky song? Parish song? She did a cover of Parish. Well, I guess she wrote Parish song? We'll call this Tricky. It's the Song of Gloom. I mean, obviously there's a bunch of other Pokemon that get Parish song, but that's really the first one. Alright. Captured. Got it. Locked in. Alright, before we take one step further, it'll be the farthest I've ever been from home. We're looking at Route 15 to Fuschia City. Northern path requires Cut, Pikachu, and Raichu. Okay. So this is, I'm a normal type, so this shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I guess this would have been the time to do Diglett. He's kind of lagging in levels. Maybe we'll throw him out instead. they're probably going to barrage me with physical attacks. Jesus, what a mistake. Go back, go back, go back to the... Yikes. Sure, I got it. You're double teaming. That's kind of annoying. I'm asleep, right? Snore. Alright, well now its evasion is way up. Obliterated. I'm gonna bet that I wake up this turn. Bet on body slam. That was a bad bet. I'm betting again. There we go. I'm gonna have to figure out how to level this Diglett. Because he's kind of fallen behind now, and that's not really where you want to be. I wouldn't say he's like a hyper-critical member of the final team, but he is needed. Based on the calculations I was looking at. He was a guy I had that fit a niche. I don't remember what that niche is offhand, but if you gave me a few minutes, I'd be able to figure it out again. For the final... You're perfect. Help me train my little brother. So are they popping out Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan? Yeah. Alright, Mia. I'll help you. Fighting is effective against fighting, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, that's really bad. We need that rest to kick in immediately. Okay, not great. Really bad. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I absolutely could have lost right there quite easily. Razor Leaf again. Maybe I should have focused on sleep patterning one of them. Hard to say. Okay, problem solved. A critical from that Hitmonlee could have been bad. Alright. Okay, okay. We're talking about Venusaurs now. Talking about Venusaurs. I thought he evolved at 36, not 32, but alright, that's fine. We're locked in, we're good. Got that bulk tank right here. Okay. Okay, next up will be Clefairy. And then a line of coughings and wheezings. Take a look at the map for this northern route. Ah, the reason to do the northern route is because there's an item at the end of it. Oh boy, I forgot to get the item in the biker area. Alright, that's fine. We can go back and get it. It won't take that long. And it looks like it's like a milk or a vitamin or something. You have to take the up path here, right? No, I was right. We didn't need to take the up path. Maybe I can try to level Doug Trio and Silphco. It just feels like I'm kind of behind the 8-ball on that one. Here? No, maybe it's one tile over. It's Venonat! Well, this area might be one to level your boy in. I guess the other place to level a Doug Trio would be at the power plant, right? Because he would naturally be immune to a lot of their moves. Now, of course, they're going to do stuff. Am I just failing to pick this thing up? Body slam. Absolutely eviscerated. There it is. I got some zinc. Zinc is needed for men's health, by the way. Ditto. I wish I had that Ditto. I wish he was part of the team. Because I need that 30... In later games, of course, where breeding becomes a thing, Ditto is absolutely a super functional guy. Ah, Rain Dance. I've heard of your game. What's cool and happening? Pokemon. Cecilia Evergreen. Celia Immergreen. That's her name. Immergreen. She said, Trey, I mean, you're the one that initiated battle with me, lady. I didn't go up to you and go, hey, let's fight. You made that happen. I just got these off some loser. So those guys are flying, or they're levitating in a way. So I'm gonna, maybe this is the key. Maybe we bring Diglett out here and maybe make a try of it. Maybe some other move besides Dig. I'm gonna bet he's got... Yeah, we're gonna try that or something. We'll scratch up. Oh, my mom actually does want to go to lunch. Okay. Great. Get him, Diglett. That's bad. You're not dealing anywhere near enough damage. Boy, you're in a lot of trouble, Diglett. You're in a huge amount of trouble. So we need to find poison Pokemon for you to fight that aren't obviously flying. I'm worried we're gonna take him to the power plant, acting like a Giga Genius, and then we're just gonna get hit with quick attacks until we die. Just one hit quick attack kill. We gotta figure out a workout plan for this Diglett. Or you could be like Brandon Sanderson and just write Diglett and Doug Trio into his dark superhero saga, the Reckoners trilogy. There's supervillains who are clearly based on Diglett and Doug Trio. It's a weird thing to say, but if you know, you know. That Brandon Sanderson. I'll tell you, I'm listening to the Frugal Wizard's Guide to Medieval England, and since Rad's not watching this, it's okay to say it. Rad might have a point. There was one line from Frugal Wizard's Guide where one of the characters, Cephalin, was talking, and she said something, and I was like, that sounded so modern, like that was not medieval England talk. That was clearly a modern line. And it's Brandon Sanderson, so I don't know whether it's a hint that she's a time traveler or a dimension hopper, or that it's just Brandon Sanderson being Brandon Sanderson. Rad's got me shook now. I don't know the truth of it. Either could be correct. I'm wondering if Frugal Wizard's Guide is going to end up being like that sci-fi short story that he wrote. What was the guy's name? Detritus? Denizen. What's the name of the short story? Brandon Sanderson short story sci-fi. Not defending Elysium, not Snapshot, not Centrifugal. Firstborn. I'm concerned that the whole Frugal Wizard's Guide is just him rehashing Firstborn's story. Now, he hasn't really done the same story twice before. I guess in a way, Isles of the Emberdark maybe counts, because he took another short story, Six of the Dawn, and turned it in. So Isles of the Emberdark contains Six of the Dawn as flashbacks. The whole short story, Six of the Dawn, is in the entire book, and each chapter is basically each chapter of Six of the Dawn is a flashback that, as you advance through, I'd say the first half to 2/3 of the book, one of the characters is having that's relevant to the current day. I don't know that technically counts as just like rehashing the same plot. So, but he's dipped his toe in it before, which makes me wonder if that's where we're at right here. I don't know. You guys, I'm gonna have to finish the book. But you know, it's one of the first Sanderson books I'm listening to rather than reading, because I took it with me on the cruise and then I just put my headset on, and this is the key to true inner peace. Is walking anywhere you want to with a headset on. I hadn't realized how powerful it was at getting people to not talk to you. In fact, some people will still talk to you, and then you can just gesture at them to hold their horses for a minute while you hit pause button and take your headset off, because you're obviously clearly doing something. Now I understand why so many people wear headsets in public. Great. Our catch for this route is a Pidgey. We're gonna rest Snore on him and see if we can make that work. I'm worried we're gonna kill him, and this is like our 4th Pidgey as well, so I'm not super excited about this catch. I'll be honest with you. 1 Pidgey, 2 Pidgey, 3 Pidgey, 4. Everybody tried that Pidgey door. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. So this is route 15. Encounter is Pidgey. Status is dead. Pidgey was facing their opponent's final Pokemon, but they just kept landing critical hits. What? I don't know. That was weird. I think the tracker tried to eulogize. My guy's asleep, right? Great. Now that does not look like a biker up ahead, so let's take a little bit of care here. We got a Pidgeotto and a Wigglytuff, followed by Bulba and Ivysaur. We can just keep throwing Snorlax at all these guys. What's good against grass? Fire and flying. So when we get to Bulba... Wait, Wigglytuff is in this game? Was he... I guess. Gen 1. I guess so. Must just be tripping. Oh boy, I'm out of the good stuff, actually. Alright, so we're gonna fighting type move on this Wigglytuff. Brick Break or whatever. Yeah, super effective. Unless that fairy typing does anything. Then we're switching to your flying boy, and he's gonna take the front for this fight and the next one, because the next one is Gloom Oddish Oddish. Bulbasaur, such a rare catch. You know, lady, you're very lucky and very good at Pokemon training to have one of these bad boys. Should take better care of your things. Just kidding, I'm a psychic who can see the future and knows what everyone has and all their names, so I was ready with my bird. Look at that Ivysaur. Look at him, he's up on his front legs and he's like, rawr. He's ready to fight. Ivysaur wants to battle. Pokemon isn't about winning or losing for me. Pokemon isn't about winning or losing for me. You got some Pokemon and some traits, huh, kid? So you traded for a Gloom and 2 Oddishes? I hope you had 3 Magikarps. Brutal Gloom Erasure. Oh no, a miss? A 5% chance to miss? Ooh, Stun Spore. Yikes. Hate that. Hate that. There we go. Oh, did not finish him off. Okay, quick attack. Let's get in here and make it happen. I don't know, should we switch out? His defense is down, he's paralyzed. I think I'll stick in it for one more and see how this goes. If we can one-tap him, that would be great. We're not faster? Oh, because paralyzed lowers your speed. Yeah, we're swapping out. And I get hit with Pursuit. We'll just make this a grass on grass battle. Although maybe they're both grass poison type. Critical hit? What is this nonsense? Alright, he's poison type. Never mind. Solid choice, my man. We're gonna try to leech seed out of waking up. Beat me to it. I gotta sleep powder him. I made some mistakes, time after time. Leech sheet doesn't work? What's that about? Jeez Louise, sleep powder, please. Does Leech Sheet, is it Oddish's ability, or does Leech Sheet just not work on grass types? This is disharmonious. Alright, we're switching out. This is nonsense. I have a neutral attacker somewhere in this lineup. Ooh, that would be a mistake. Ash. Destroy this Oddish. Yeah, paralyze me, fool. I need a regular quick attacks. Yikes. Gonna take 2 more hits, I think. Yeah. Z. Ba, 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 ba. Come on, come on! Yikes. Yikes. Quick attack. We gotta switch Ash out. This is so dangerous. And where does that lead you? Back to me. Took half his health for not being very effective. Okay, this trainer has been so powerful. Minor panics all up and down the line. It's time to go home and get repaired. Bird, switch out, and then take me home. Country roads, take me home to the land where I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, oh country roads, take me home. Got him. How many country roads partial cover Pokemon videos are you going to be watching? Savannah sent me a picture of what they're getting at Costco, and it's not a hot dog. Okay, so apparently the Costco in her area has chicken nuggets. Well, the one near mine doesn't. This is blatant regional favoritism, all right? I'm not even mad about not having a sushi counter like most of the West Coast. We're the only basic Costco in Delaware. We service 3 states. Delaware, southeastern Pennsylvania, and southwestern New Jersey. Okay? Why don't we have the fancy stuff? People drive an hour out of their way to get the Delaware no sales tax guarantee, which, by the way, if you haven't had it, it's amazing. Delaware doesn't have a sales tax. When you see a price, when you see a sticker, that's the price you pay. This might confuse Europeans because they're used to the tax being baked into the price, but this is America. We don't put the tax in the price. Unless you're in Delaware, in which case the tax is included in the price because there is no tax. Incredible. Amazing. Giga genius technology, I know. Right. Before I get too ahead of this. And also, the transition to using Coke products was not that bad. I was worried that when Costco went to Coke only, it would be a little weird, but... Are you not fighting me? Oh, this isn't a new trainer. That's a new trainer. So you're Bird Keeper Chester, right? I'm about to beat your birds up. And I'm gonna do it with body slams. I'm gonna do it with stab body slams with Snorlax. Yeah. Snorlax, destroy them. Cast them into the ancient pit, Snorlax. The one from which all darkness was spawned in the primordial chaos. The love of the halfling's weef has slowed your wit. No, don't delete. Stop learning. That's very confusing. Snorlax, whom do you serve? Saruman. You shall not know pain, you shall not know death. You shall taste man flesh. This guy says he can whistle up some bird Pokemon. How about you whistle up a victory? He might whistle up a victory. It's possible he could do that. I've had some close calls here. Closer than I'd like to admit, honestly. It's hard not to admit it, because you literally just watched it happen, so... Had to think about that one for a second. Far-fetched. I'll tell you what's far-fetched. Free Pokemon healthcare. Where's my beard comb? Right, when you get as old and decrepit as me, sometimes you lose the specific comb that you have for your beard. I mean, the hair just acts differently than normal, you know, rest of your face hair. Okay, I think I found it. It was underneath a shot glass. And so now I'm gonna comb my beard, which probably looks a little strange on the VTubing app. I don't know how my little guy's reacting to this, but I bet it's gonna be weird. Alright, body slam's coming in. Oh, what happened to my phone? What did I get on my phone screen? Did I spill something? I don't think so. But now I'm questioning. I'm a mess right now, guys. It's crazy. It's too early in the morning for this nonsense. Alright, Bird Keeper Edwin, if that's your real name. Alright, let's see who's next. Picnicker Yasmin. Very well. She's got Bellsprout, Oddish, Tangela, which are all grass types. Classically, we have not done well against grass types. We're gonna bring out the big guns. I haven't heard the name Yasmin since Yasmin Belief. Okay, okay. Mixed results. We'll see. Got him. Slapped him across the face with a fish. You know how it goes. Alright, Tangela. You freaking weirdo. Let's go one more time. Run another fly on him. Are you the kid who's working on a Pokedex? Professor Oakshade came nearby. Betting it's this guy. I'm one of Professor Oakshade. I'm supposed to give you a reward. XP share. This is it. Used to be called XP all. I swear this is real. Look it up. It's real, Pondo. The Pokédex knows the truth. Where are we now? Fuschia City? Alright, let's take a look. Any hidden items? Looks like there's a hidden item down here. Behind this house. I'm the fishing guru's older brother. I do like fishing. You gonna give me a good rod? Yeah, cool. Once he said he was about fishing, I knew what the focus would be. Yeah, max revive. Cool. Okay, what's the walkthrough say to do while in Fuschia City? Good rod. HM04 after returning the Safari Zone Warden's teeth. Ugh. Yikes. Okay, in Fuschia City, we can use the good rod to try to catch Poliwag, Goldeen, Magikarp. Magikarp. Why would there be two different Magikarp? Oh, because it depends on whether you use the good rod or whether you use the old rod. I actually don't know that we need to go out of our way to capture any of the... Oh, but now I'm like, if we get another Pokemon, it gets us closer to... That's a Pokemon? Yeah, it's a Voltorb, man. Maybe it's an Electrode. Where's Sarah? I said I'd meet her here today. Alright, so I've talked myself into it. We're gonna go to the water area in the hopes that we can catch a Poliwag or a Goldeen to round out our Pokédex so that we can get the item finder, so that we can get the leftovers, so that we can give them to Snorlax, so Snorlax will restore even more health. What are we looking for? No, I don't want to open the TM case. I want to open the good rod. I'm on it. I'm on it. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Poliwag or Goldeen? Poliwag or Goldeen? Goldeen! It is a Goldeen. Goldeen! Goldeen! Oh no, it's only level 15. How to solve this? Venusaur. Alright. Leech seed. We can do this. Sleep powder, leech seed. Then the catch. Nope. Okay. Ba-ba-da. Yep. Great ball. Got it. Locking in. Goldeen. Its dorsal and pectoral fins are strongly developed like muscles. It can swim at a speed of 5 knots. We're gonna call this Goldeen props after propellers. That's one of the things that if you go back in time or you get isekai, the propeller is one of the top picks for technology that they almost certainly won't have, but you can easily describe and manufacture and will make a huge difference. Now, you also need to understand gearboxes and gear transfers, but those things are also pretty easy to describe and demonstrate once you got it. Okay, that's the Pokemon Center over there. Let's hit it up. Let's heat it up. And stop in these houses. No, that's too much chaos. I don't know what's in these houses. Someone could challenge me to a battle I'm not ready for. Bum, 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 bum. Heal my Pokemons. Thank you. What does it say to do next? Fuschia City. Go to the Fishing Guru 2. I already did that. Safari Zone Warden. If you happen to find his gold teeth, return them to him. Safari Zone. For 500 bucks, Pokemon trainers who visit Safari Zone are given 30 Pokeballs, Safari Balls. Alright, let's cut this down. Thanks, shovel. That looks like a Lapras. Okay, it is a Lapras. Obviously a Lapras. What do you got? What do you got? You got Ultra Balls. Let's get 5 Ultra Balls. Expensive, but well worth it. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so I want to find the area you go into the Safari Zone. I think this is it. Area 1. Climb the rocky ridge to the south and pick up a leaf stone. Head west. Sunny day. Max potion. Full restore. Area 2. Quick claw. Steel wing protein. Area 3 has the gold teeth, which makes sense. Entering the secret house. No one else has ventured this deep. So HM03 surface. Oh, this is where you get surf? We need that. Is it your first time here at the Safari Zone? It has 4 zones in it. Yes, it has 4 zones. It has 4 zones, Nuzlockers. 4 zones. Yeah, let's go. About 600 steps, huh? Central area. What is this? The rest house. We don't need that. What is this? Press start to check remaining time. Yes, there we go. All right, Safari Zone. Let's triple check here. Central area. Head northeast to reach the second area. Okay, encounter 1 Safari Zone is Rhyhorn? Question mark? Rhyhorn. Great. I'm gonna throw a rock at him. I bet he's angry. Throw a ball at him. I don't know if there's a trick to all this. I'm gonna throw a ball again. We're gonna throw a ball again. Keep going. Nope. All right. So we lost out on central area. That sucks, but that's fine. Expensive loss. We're in area 1. Climb the larger rocky ridge to the south. Okay, I'm betting it's that one. All right, area 1. Nidorino. All right, cool. Throwing a rock. Oh, that's not a rock, that's a ball. Nope. Do they have critical catch in this gen? Give him the bait. Give him some more bait, and then we're going for another ball. Nope. Alright, we've missed area 1 as well. Brutal, but that's how you do it. Okay, leaf stone. Sunny day. This is going to be one of those rest areas. Yeah, okay. Max potion. Get the full restore near the rest house and take the northwest exit. We're running. Absolutely beautiful Nidorino here in the surviving areas of the safari park. You rarely see specimens like that out in the wild. Paris, kind of a common kid. Oh no, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay, good. Okay, we hit down and right before we hit A this time. There we go. Remaining time declines only when you walk. Alright, so I didn't pick up that item, but that's fine. It's probably nothing special. Climb onto Rocky Ridge to the east to reach the middle of the zone and a quick claw. Okay, so that's probably a quick claw. Great. Backtrack and go northwest through the tall grass and climb the western ridge to get Steel Wing. Okay, this is area 2. We got another Rhyhorn. We're gonna throw a rock at it. Then we're gonna throw some balls. Dang. Dang. Well, that's area 2. No Rhyhorn. We're running. We just have one part of the safari zone left. Area 3. Going northwest, right? Can't see. Can't you get a Dratini in here? Okay, we have Steel Wing. Turn west near the rest house to get a protein. Follow the path to the southwest exit. Okay. Secret house is still ahead. Great. We're now in area 3. Head south to find the gold teeth. And they're right here. Go west to get double team. Enter the secret house. Jurassic Park. You're the first person to reach the secret house. Although I made a campaign for our grand opening, I was getting worried no one would win our campaign prize. Congratulations, you have won. Okay, so we're gonna put surf on Gyarados, obviously. Oops. That's not right. That's also not right. Come on, come on, come on. Ace makes waste. Folks at home. Don't be a weenie. Real hummus in your stomach, it requires tahini. Okay, so we put it on Gyarados. We're gonna replace Water Pulse with Surf. This is a much superior attack. Surf, super cool, absolutely useful. Now we can do a couple things we weren't able to do earlier. And we can also try to cross the water. We have to do Pokemon Surf. Okay, we need a badge in order to do that. Fine. Can we get in a fight in this area? Nope. Alright, well. I still have Area 3 catch left. But I can't do Area 3 until I get another badge. So that kind of rounds out. So anyway, that happened. And I can't go back and use Surf in other areas for the same reason now that I'm thinking about it. I was gonna go crazy and go wildly, go pick up all the surfable objects that I've been seeing throughout this whole game, but now I'm thinking that would be a bad plan. Alright, hold on, I might sneeze. Definitely sneezed. Area Route 19. Take a look here. Level 26, 29, and 34 Pokemon. So that's good to keep going. There are also catches in the grass for Rattata, Fearow, Raticate, Spearow, Doduo. We have all of that except maybe Doduo. We have a Doduo? Maybe not, because it's the one, the Doduo is the one that killed my boy. Slaughtered my boy. We don't need healing, right? We don't, but I also do want to make sure that we swap over to our leading guy who we're preparing. This is my turf. Get out of here. Get out of here. He told me to get out of here. Well, Jacob, I'm about to teach you a lesson in etiquette. You could just ask politely and say, hey, I'm using this park right now. Like a normal person. There's a guy with a level 34 Dodrio up in here. That might be a problem because Dodrio's hit pretty dang hard. Historically, they've also been Pokemon killers. I'll tell you what Costco needs to bring back, by the way. Circling back on Costco, the combo pizza. That's it. You know, their two choices now are pepperoni or And I get it. They need to have a bunch of extra ingredients, a bunch of vegetables and other meats lying around, and it's easier to just say 4 cheese blend or pepperoni. That really kind of cycles it down. And it is crazy, by the way, that 4 cheese blend has more calories than the pepperoni. That cheese got to be extra fatty. I always check every grassy area for new Pokemon. This guy's a Nuzlocke here. This Nuzlocke Wilton. I have to destroy this Nuzlocke. Hit me with Pursuit. Gonna cause me to have flashbacks. I was there for the Pokemon War, right alongside Lieutenant Surge. Back then, we just called him Lieutenant Surge. I don't know, there's not a lower officer rank than Lieutenant. Warrant Officer Surge, no. Sergeant Surge, he worked his way up the ranks. He wasn't a Mustang. Alright, 38. So I don't want to exceed 43, and I need him to beat 2 or maybe 3 gyms? Probably not the fighting gym. Alright, this is our catch for the area. It's Doduo. Great. Not bad. We're gonna do a rest snore combo on him. This is area 18. I am feasibly worried that this snore will obliterate Doduo. Yeah. Alright, so we missed that catch as well. Dead. I guess technically, maybe it's supposed to be missed instead of dead. Wait, I'm still asleep. Okay, let's use snore. So the thing to do with the Doduo would have been to swap out, but of course, we have all kinds of pursuit problems. So I've done snore once, then twice. Maybe we'll wake up this time? Nope. Fury attack. But yeah, we probably need Snorlax at... we definitely need Snorlax at Koga's gym. Maybe at Sabrina's. Probably not at the fighting gym. That sounds like a mistake. Oh, and we're probably going to want to use him in Silphco, so maybe it's time to stop frontlining him for a little bit. Is it worth doing more of 18? The road northward is dangerous to pedestrians, so bring a bicycle. 17... Anyone riding a bicycle who stops pedaling will go downhill. Okay, so 17 is a bunch of bikers who are using fighting or poison type Pokemon. So we'll probably want to specialize in something when we go there. And then 16, which we also kind of avoided before, there's a duo battle against Rapidash Ninetales. I think we could probably do Dragon for Rapidash. And then who do we set up for Ninetales? Does Fire have another weakness? You know, water is just so typical. Ground Rock. Okay, so Shovel, you're back in. Kind of scary. You're only level 26 and there's 2 opponents, so they might literally just gang up and beat the hell out of you. but I don't really have a follow-up to that. We're flying. We could use the XP for sure. Let's heal, and then we're gonna surf. Maybe surf will hit both ponies, give us a solid advantage. And maybe if we dig with Diglett, he'll outspeed them because he's got a bunch of EVs. Although I think outspeeding a Rapidash is going to be pretty tough. Especially a higher level Rapidash. And just hide in dig space. Dig space is like hammer space. I mean, we're going into this knowing we could potentially lose Diglett. That's all there is to it. And maybe more. I mean, Rapidash Ninetales is like a pretty high firepower, no pun intended, combo here. People who are couples. Just showing affection in public, disgusting. Alright, here we go. Surf. Take him out. Dig, hide from him. Surf goes first. Nice, nice, nice. Love that. Absolutely love that. Okay, critical hit. Nice, nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. Did not do that much damage, actually. Shovel leveled up as a result. Great. He could use that extra HP here. All right. He's dug. He's good. He's good. He's going to avoid the incoming attack. We're following up with Surf. Dig again. Super effective. Why did this one deal so much more damage? Oh no, my love has seen me as a loser. We don't want you to evolve? We do want you to evolve? I think we don't want him to evolve, right? There was a specific level we wanted him to be at. Pokemon FireRed, when to evolve Doug Rio. Is it all the way to 40 maybe? Delay the evolution of 41 to get Earthquake. That's what it was. We gotta not level him forever. Alright, last thing we're gonna do here is fly to the Pokemon daycare. And we're gonna pick up Haunter. We gotta put somebody away. And it can't be anyone that knows Cut. So it's gonna be Gyarados. We'll be back for you, buddy. Don't worry. I think what we'll do is we'll put Doug Trio in. Well, I keep saying Haunter, but it's Ghastly, right? Turn by 5 levels. Okay, that's like what, 22, 23? Double. Oh no, he's got our Cut. We can't put him away. Shoot, I didn't think this through. Well, Pikachu, sorry, Raichu's going away now. Goodbye, Raichu. We might need you later, but for now... Maybe next episode's gonna be another grind sesh. This is the right one, right? Yeah, there's a dragon. Okay. So we get Lapras. We're using dragon. Grind session. Shovel and Roto. Probably, I mean, they're not the only ones. This whole team, except for Arthur, is not doing so well. They're kind of anemic. What, the next big area we're going to do is Sylph, right? Like, that's the next big thing inside Silphco. Trainer level 25, 28, 26. Okay, so that's not that bad, actually. The problem is we gotta level Shovel somewhere. I think that Haunter's gonna be, or I keep saying Haunter. Oh, there's a lot of psychic Pokemon in here. That's what we're bringing our Ghosty Boy for, right? The Ghost has to get leveled up to face off in Silphco. That's simply just what it is. Period. End of story. Did we catch anything this time around? We did, right? We missed Duo. Was it another Pidgey? A Goldeen, yes. Okay, we'll put a Goldeen up. As the, who's that Pokemon? Do I have more than one Goldeen now? Go to... Maybe if we put move Pokemon. Yeah, there we go. There's only one Goldeen, good. Just move these champions over here. People I think might get used again. Flex. And I guess technically I might need this guy for a suicide at some point. He probably doesn't have self-destruct yet, but we'll want him to have it. Or maybe that's who we put in the Pokemon's, in the daycare right here. Yeah, let's deposit Pokemon. We'll withdraw the Voltorb. Yes. Raise my Voltorb. Might be one of those self-destruct pivots that we need to just get through a battle. Withdraw. Who do we... It's Ghastly. I keep saying Haunter. Great. Then we're putting him back at the front of the line, and we got to figure out a place to level him at next time. Someplace level 18 to 20-ish. And we go back into the grind session. But I don't want to end here, right? We'll teleport back to Fuschia City so we can say that the name of this episode is Fuschia City. And that way people looking in the playlist know that we're moving ahead at a good clip. And then next time I'll have to just figure out where we're gonna level this Ghost Pokemon. Great. Now we're gaming the title of the video. Perfect. Guys, I'll see you for the next one.